and I'm starting a new... I can't remember the word. I'm going to be starting a new... Okay everybody, a quick product plug just before we get into the main video. This Friday between 6 PM and 7 PM every week there's going to be a new show on Fix Radio starring me. And it's basically just going to be a general chit chat, not really entirely sure if I'm honest what it's going to be about. We're just going to kind of figure it out as we go along. Every Friday, 6 PM to 7 PM, and it starts this Friday. Links are in the description. This is our workplace for the next few days. I'm working Dave's ass off. He was supposed to be here at 8, he was here at 9.
You said 9?
mate, I fucking said 8. But we're here, it's going all right. We're first fixing now, sockets going in. We've actually just dug in a pair of them over there. This block work is super easy. I wasn't actually taking, I was just being playful, right?
No,
I'm not actually pissed off at you. I'm sort of pissed off, but not pissed off. But it's okay, I've understood that's how he is. I have to work on his positives rather than look at his negatives. I am happy with him, he's a good worker. He's a good worker, is Dev. Sockets going in there. These walls actually, I saw them and they were block and I thought, oh, this is going to take ages to cut these out. But they're actually it's really soft block. So those are going in now. We've got some metal capping here to go on. Another socket there, another socket there. Over here's a bathroom, not a lot to see. All more cons, 4 walls, a roof, usual stuff. Shower trays going in the very back there, basin, bog, and then out here is like a, there's a little utility with a washer and dryer going in it. Test driving the new Bosch stereo, which I'll talk about later. In fact, we're test driving most of the Bosch stuff today. I'm trying out their new SDS, seems quite good so far. And I'll show you upstairs quickly. It's all timber frame, which is quite nice. All the internal stuff's timber frame, which is quite nice. Staircase there, obviously, because I just walked up it. Bathroom's just through there. This will just be a big bedroom here. A couple of sockets, and I think up there is going to be I think there's 2 pendants going up there, from what I gather. The only thing we might have a little bit of an issue with here is the steel beams, which are just up here, which are not really sure how we're going to wire this. So you've got one steel beam here, one going down there, and then there's this one running all the way across. So I'm not sure how that's going to work yet. I think it might be a question that if because we've got to get down to these sockets here, so we might just have to I'm not totally sure. I don't know. We might have to come down under the brick and then back up again. Maybe just run it under the. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. So yeah, look, we're going to do a time lapse now because we've got to get a move on. We've got quite a lot to do. We've got to get this all done. We've got to get all of the first fix done today. So I'm just going to set the camera up, do a time lapse, and I'll report back in a little while. Right, that's the first leg of down here. I'll put down ring. Customer here wants a ring. He wants a ring downstairs and a ring upstairs. What a customer wants is exactly what they get. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah.
That'll do. And there's a fuse board actually going up there. There's a sub-main board going in here because the one back there is full. So there's one board going now which will supply all of this extension. There are a couple of people asking how I mark up cables and stuff when I'm doing switch drops. I just literally do it like this, just a bit of permanent marker, just so it stays on there after plastering and stuff. This little Bosch Impact, I use the little 12 volt ones. I use the 18 volt one for doing all the heavy woodwork, and the little 12 volt Impact for all this sort of stuff. It's a nice little bit of kit. I quite like it. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. The thing I think I like about this capping is a twat to fit like, but I think what I like most about it is it does look the business once you fitted it, you know? It does look. I think it's one of those things that even if you weren't a Spark, you know, if somebody walked in, if a client walks into the, you know, the extension which you've just wired and you've got all this lovely capping and it's all, you know, it's all nice and neat like this, I think people look at it and just go, yeah, that Spark knew what he was doing. It just looks, It's definitely got an edge which plastic hasn't got. Plastic looks neat when it's on, but I don't know whether it's just the shiny galv that just makes it look better. But it takes more time to fit, but it does look nicer.
I mean, this capping is nice.
It does look the business, doesn't it?
When it bites and it holds on properly.
Yeah, it's when you get like solid block, like the really dense block, and you can't get a fixing, and it just, it looks like dog shit.
There's the
but
one
like
in Marylebone, Thanet Street.
Yeah.
We used it there. It was just popping off the walls everywhere.
That was hell on earth. That last job we used that galv capping on down in Marylebone, that was hell on earth, that was, because the block work there was just that really crumbly brick and you couldn't get a fixing. Customer makes good coffee as well. Right, while Dave is down here doing his masterpiece, where is he? Oh, there he is. So he's just clipping the last of that cable in there for that socket down there. Meanwhile, I'm just running the lighting circuit up here for the bathroom. Electricians do clean up, see. Doesn't happen often, admittedly, but we do know how to use brooms. Have you got your head round two-way and intermediate switching?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much,
yeah. It was a bit confusing at first, but once you start playing about it for a while.
No, I remember when I was at college and I just couldn't wrap my head around how it worked.
I sort of understand it now, but it's just, once you're there and you're doing it, you kind of...
It's all right. Yeah, there's a lot of college, a lot of apprentices asking about this, like two-way and intermediate switching, and I remember when I was just saying there, I just could not wrap my head around it, and then one day the penny just dropped and I was all right with it. But essentially, you've just got a 3-core like this, and that goes from this switch to the other switch, wherever that is, the other end of the hallway, and if you've got an intermediate switch in the middle, or 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. You just have a 3-core which just links all of those together. It's just, you just daisy chain in and out, and at one of the end switches, you have your feed in and feed out, and at that switch where your feed in and feed out is, you have your switch wire for your lights. That's the way I've always done it. You can do it via the light fitter. You can take your feed in, feed out and switch wire to the light if you want. I prefer to do it this way and keep everything at the switch, just because I think it's a bit more, accessible, just easier for like future maintenance and stuff. All right, upstairs is going well. So, we have sprockets going in there, same as downstairs, 2 in that corner, 2 over there. There's 1 going there somewhere. 2 in that corner, 1 over there. I think he mentioned something about 1 going in there for a cleaner socket or something. I think. That was something else we were discussing just off cam a minute ago. Is this not the most over-engineered ceiling you've ever seen? Just, I don't know. It just looks like a huge amount of steel for what is basically just a bedroom. They just seem to really over-engineer stuff now. Like, it's just, I don't know. Just seems like a lot of steel for not a lot of building, you know? But I'm guessing that's how they want it these days. This is the first day we've been properly cracking out these Bosch Tools, isn't it? Yeah. And it's the first time we've actually properly been working with them. So far they seem all right. Time will tell, but that 12 amp hour battery is properly beefy though. It's actually a bit too big for the drill, but it's nice gear. So far it seems all right, but I'll keep you posted on it. But this is the little driver I was talking about. You know, I said I had little 10.8 12 volt drivers. This is the one I was on about, and it does seems nice. So far, I want to try and get this done today, but I've got a feeling that's not going to happen. So I may well have to come back on, I don't know, it's not going to be Monday next week because I'm working elsewhere, so it might have to be Tuesday or Wednesday. There's not a lot left to do. I've got that one there. I've got to put that steel capping all the way along there, run it all behind there, and into those 2 sockets over there. That's all that's left. So I might not get that done. We'll see. See how we get on. All right, that'll do. Time to pack up. I'm done for one day. That'll do, pig. Didn't get quite as far as we'd hoped. I need another half a day here, I think. But that'll be next week. Yeah, that was a long day. I wasn't expecting it to be
That long?
Yeah, I thought we'd have finished that. We just need another half a day. Not even that, I think just a couple of hours we need. That'll do. There's something quite satisfying about getting to the end of the day and looking at what you've done. All right, we're about done. We've swept up, it's time to go. So that's as far as we've got. So those are the cappings that have gone in over there for the sockets. Obviously that's not the final location for the bog. There was this one here, I haven't quite finished it though. I need another sort of half a day next week at some point. Downstairs, I'll show you quickly. That's the back door, that's the light switch there, yada yada yada. Fuse board up there, not a lot to see. And that's the end result downstairs. So those are the pair of sockets there, another pair of sockets there, another pair over there. Actually, I quite like this steel capping. I think it looks all right, doesn't it? It's
quite tidy. It does look tidy. When you've got something for it actually to butt into.
It's all, yeah. If you've got,
if it's a really hard brick wall, it's
yeah. I think if you've got a good wall where you can get a good solid fixing, it's all right. But like if you're doing it into brick, I think that would be that's a slightly, yeah. When you've got to start rule plugging it all the way up, it's a bit of a different game. But so that's those. And then the bathroom, that was our feed in, feed out to the upstairs bathroom, and then the fan isolator, which is down there. The fan we left up there, and there's a light fitting up here, which I've left a bit of slack on because he's not 100% sure. He's not totally sure where he wants it in this ceiling. Shaver lights, there's like a mirror, like shaver light pull cord jobby going there. And then the fuse board will be somewhere up there. It's going to be boxed out a little bit, I think, and the cables apparently, from my understanding, are going to be coming into the back of the fuse board. And then that's the 16mm earth and 16mm T&E for this board, which comes off the board in the house, but that's another video. Right, give us 2 minutes, let's load up and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, we're all done. We're going to love you and leave you. Thank you for watching. All the links are going to be up here on the screen now if you want to navigate further. Otherwise, we'll see you in a couple of days' time. Take care.